Assalamu alaikum. Auzubillahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Now we will start surah number 43, Az-Zukhruf, and is translated as the gold ornaments. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Hamim. By the book that makes things clear, we have made it a Quran in Arabic, that you may be able to understand and learn wisdom. And surely it is in the mother of the book, in our presence, high in dignity, full of wisdom. Shall we then take away the message from you and repel you? For that you are a people transgressing beyond bounds. But how many were the prophets we sent amongst the people of old? And never came there a prophet to them, but they mocked him. So we destroyed them, stronger in power than these, and thus has passed on the parable of the peoples of old. If you were to question them who created the heavens and the earth, they would be surely to reply that they were created by him, the exalted in power, full of knowledge. Yes, the same that has made for you the earth like a carpet and spread out, and has made for you roads and channels therein, in order that you may find guidance on the way, that sends down from time to time rain from the sky in due measure, and we raise to life therewith a land that is dead, even so will you be raised from the dead. That has created pairs in all things, and has made for you ships and cattle on which you ride, in order that you may sit firm and square on their backs, and when so seated, you may celebrate the kind favor of your Lord, and say, Glory to him who has subjected these to our use, for we could never have accomplished this by ourselves. And to our Lord surely must we turn back. And yet they attribute to some of his servants a share with him in his Godhead. मतलब शिर्क करते हैं. Truly is man a blasphemous, ingrate, avowed. What has he taken daughters out of what he creates, what he himself creates, and granted to you sons for choice? When news is brought to one of them, the birth of what he sets up as a likeness to Allah most gracious. क्या ये लोग कहते हैं अल्लाह ताला की बेटियां हैं और अपने लिए मर्द पसंद करते हैं, बेटे पसंद करते हैं, और जब इनमें से किसी के पास न्यूज आती है उन लोगों के लिए जो ये अल्लाह ताला के लिए सेलेक्ट करते हैं, मतलब किसी बेटी की, इज फेल्ड डार्कनेस एंड ही इज फिल्ड विद इनवर्ड ग्रीफ, तो उसका चेहरा फुल गहरे गम में चला जाता है. Is then one brought up among trinkets and unable to give a clear account in a dispute to be associated with Allah? And they make into females angels who themselves serve Allah. Did they witness their creation? Their evidence will be recorded and they will be called to account. अब एक ना बड़ा बेसिक सा सवाल हो रहा है, और कहा जाए तो बेसिक है लेकिन बहुत गहरा सवाल है कि भाई ये बोलते हैं कि ये एंजल्स हैं, ये फीमेल्स हैं. भाई क्या इन्होंने विटनेस करी है फरिश्तों की क्रिएशन विटनेस करी? इनको कैसे पता? They say, if it had been the will of Allah most gracious, we should not have worshipped such deities, for that they have no knowledge, they do nothing but lie. What? Have we given them a book before this to which they are holding fast? भाई ये लोग जो नहीं समझ रहे, अल्लाह ताला के रास्ते पे नहीं आ रहे, तो क्या इनके पास कोई किताब पहले है ये जिनको ये फॉलो कर रहे हैं? No. They say, we found our fathers following a certain religion and we do guide ourselves by their footsteps. नहीं, ये तो बस अपने आबाओ अजदाओ को फॉलो कर रहे हैं. Just in the same way, whenever we sent a warner before you to any people, the wealthy ones among them said, we found our fathers following a certain religion and we will certainly follow in their footsteps. He said, what? Even if I brought you better guidance than that which you found your forefathers following? They said, for us we deny all which you prophets are sent with. भाई अगर तुम्हें जो नबी बात कह रहा है वो तुम्हारे आबाओ अजदाद की बात से बेहतर है, फिर भी तुम नहीं बात सुनोगे? नहीं भाई, हम तो सारे नबियों को डिनाई कर रहे हैं, हम अपने आबाओ अजदाद को फॉलो करते रहेंगे. So we exacted retribution from them. Now see what was the end of those who rejected the truth. Behold, Abraham said to his father and his people, I do indeed clear myself of what you worship. I worship only him who created me, and he will certainly guide me. and he left it as a word to endure among those who came after him, that they may turn back to Allah. Yes, I have given the good things of this life to these men and their fathers, until the truth has come to them, and a messenger making things clear. But when the truth came to them, they said, "This is sorcery, and we do reject it." Also, they say, "Why is it not this Quran sent down to some leading man in either of the two chief cities?" ये कुरान एक किसी बड़े आदमी पे क्यों नहीं आया, एक आम से बंदे पे क्यों आ गया? It is they who would portion out the mercy of your Lord. अल्लाह ताला वापस सवाल कर रहा है, यार तुम सेलेक्ट करोगे मैं किसको अपनी मर्सी देता हूँ, किसको नबी बनाता हूँ. It is we who portion out between them their livelihood in the life of this world, and we raise some of them above ranks in others, so that some may command work from others. But the mercy of your Lord is better than the wealth which they amass. And were it not that all men might become of one evil way of life, we would provide for everyone that blasphemes against Allah most gracious, silver roofs for their houses and silver stairways on which to go up, and silver doors to their houses and couches of silver on which they could recline, and also adornments of gold. But all this were nothing but enjoyment of present life. ये जो सारी है ये गोल्ड और सिल्वर की चीजें, ये सिर्फ इस दुनिया के मजे हैं. The hereafter in the sight of your Lord is for the righteous. जो hereafter है वो तो है ही नेकोकारों के लिए. If anyone withdraws himself from remembrance of Allah most gracious, we appoint for him a Satan to be an intimate companion to him. Such Satans really hinder them from the path, but they think that they are being guided aright. At length, when such a one comes to us, he says to his evil companion, "Would that between me and you were the distance of the east and the west, and evil is the companion indeed." मतलब जो लोग अल्लाह ताला के रास्ते पे नहीं चलते उनके साथ एक शैताना पॉइंट हो जाता है, लेकिन जब वो अल्लाह ताला के सामने हाजिर होंगे तो वो कहेंगे काश ये मैं और मेरे शैतान के बीच में ईस्ट और वेस्ट का डिफरेंस हो, जितना दूरी उतनी मेरे और मेरे शैतान में. मतलब उनको अंदाजा हो जाएगा कि भाई हम तो बहक गए और शैतान हमें बहकाता रहा. When you have done wrong, it will avail you nothing. That day you shall be partners in punishment. Can you then make the deaf to hear, or give directions to the blind, or such as wander in manifest error? Even if we take you away, we shall be sure to exact retribution from them, or we shall show you that accomplished which we have promised them, for certainly we can prevail over them. So hold you fast to the revelation sent down to you. Certainly you are on a straight way. The Quran is indeed a reminder for you and for your people, and soon shall you all be brought back to account. And question you, our messengers whom we sent before you, did we appoint any deities other than Allah most gracious to be worshipped? We did send Moses aforetime with our signs to Pharaoh and his chiefs. He said, "I am a messenger of the Lord of the worlds." अब ये बताया जा रहा है कि जो मैसेज तुम्हारे पास आ रहा है वो कोई नई चीज नहीं है, ये कंसिस्टेंट है. सारे नबियों ने यही बात कही, तो तुम भी पूछो यही नबी कहते आ रहे तो तुम मानो. हमेशा से एक बात चलती आ रही है और हर बंदे ने एक ही बात कही, ये तो अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से होगी. ये समझने वाली बात है हमारी. But when he came to them with our signs, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam की बात हो रही है, behold they ridiculed them and showed them sign after sign, each greater than its fellow, and we seized them with punishment in order that they might turn to us. And they said, "O sorcerer, O Jadugar, invoke your Lord for us according to his covenant with you, for we shall truly accept guidance." But when we removed the chastisement from them, behold, they broke their word. अल्लाह ताला की उन पे सजा आई और उन्होंने नबियों से कहा भाई हमारे लिए दुआ करें, हमें माफ़ी कर दें. तो अल्लाह ताला ने जब सजा हटाई तो फिर उन्होंने अपना वादा तोड़ दिया और फिर पुराने गलत कामों पे चले गए. And Pharaoh proclaimed among his people, saying, "O my people, does not the dominion of Egypt belong to me? Witness these streams flowing under my palace. What, do you not see then? Am I not better than this Moses? क्या मैं इस मूसा से बेहतर नहीं हूँ? who is in contemptible wretch and can scarcely express himself clearly. ये तो अब सही से बोल भी नहीं सकता, अपनी बात भी सही से नहीं बता सकता, मैं इससे बेहतर नहीं हूं, तुम इसकी बात मानोगे? Then why are not gold bracelets bestowed on him, or why came not with him angels accompanying him in procession? इसके साथ फरिश्ते क्यों नहीं है? उसके पास सोने के जेवरात क्यों नहीं है अगर ये अल्लाह का नबी है? Thus did he make fools of his people. और फिरौन ने इस तरह अपने लोगों को बेवकूफ बना दिया. And they obeyed him. Truly they were a people rebellious against Allah. When at length they enraged us, we exacted retribution from them, and we drowned them all, and we made them a people of the past and an example to later ages. When Jesus, the son of Mary, is held up as an example, behold, your people raise a clamor thereat in ridicule, and they say, are our gods best or he? This they set forth to you only by way of disputation. Yes, they are a contentious people. He was no more than a servant. Hazrat Isa was no more than a servant. We granted our favor to him, and we made him an example to the children of Israel. And if it were our will, we could make angels from amongst you, succeeding each other on earth. And Jesus said, a sign for the coming of the hour of judgment. And Jesus shall be a sign for the coming of the hour of judgment. Therefore have no doubt about the hour, but follow you me. This is a straight way. ईसा अलैहिस्सलाम का आना क़यामत की एक निशानियों में से है, ये बताया जा रहा है. Let not Satan hinder you, for he is for you an enemy avowed. When Jesus came with clear signs, he said, now have I come to you with wisdom, and in order to make clear to you some of the points on which you dispute. Therefore fear Allah and obey me. For Allah, He is my Lord and your Lord, so worship Him. This is a straight way. But sects from among themselves fell into disagreement. Then woe to the wrongdoers from the chastisement of a grievous day. Do they only wait for the hour that it should come to them all of a sudden while they perceive not? Friends on that day will be foes one of another, except the righteous. My devotees, no fear shall be on you that day, nor shall you grieve. Being those who have believed in our signs and submit their wills to ours in Islam, enter the garden, you and your wives, in beauty and rejoicing. To them will be passed round dishes and goblets of gold. There will be there all that the souls could desire and all that the eyes could delight in, and you shall abide therein forever. Such will be the garden of which you are made heirs for your good deeds in life. You shall have therein abundance of fruit from which you shall have satisfaction. The sinners will be in the punishment of hell to dwell therein forever. No wise will the punishment be lightened for them, and in despair will they be there overwhelmed. No wise shall we be unjust to them, but it is they who have been unjust themselves. सजा देने में अल्लाह ताला उनके साथ बिल्कुल अनजस्ट नहीं होगा, वो अपने साथ इनजस्टिस करते थे जिसकी वजह से वो सजा याफ्ता हुए हैं. They will cry, O Malik, would that your Lord put an end to us? He will say, no, but you shall abide. Surely we have brought the truth to you, but most of you have an aversion for truth. What? Have they settled some plan among themselves, but it is we who settle things? Or do they think that we hear not their secrets and their private counsels? Indeed we do, and our messengers are by them to record. Say, if Allah most gracious had a son, I would be the first to worship. नबी कह रहा है कि भाई अगर अल्लाह का बेटा होता सबसे पहले तो उसको मैं पूछता, लेकिन ये बात है ही नहीं, इसलिए मैं नहीं उसको पूछ रहा. Glory to the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the Lord of the throne of authority. He is free from the things they attribute to him. So leave them to babble and play with vanities until they meet the day of theirs which they have been promised. It is He who is God in the heaven and God on earth, and He is full of wisdom and knowledge. And blessed is he to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, and all between them. With him is the knowledge of the hour of judgment, and to him shall you be brought back. And those whom they invoke besides Allah have no power of intercession, only he who bears witness to the truth, and they know him. If you ask them who created them, they will certainly say Allah. How are they then deluded away from the truth? Allah has knowledge of the Prophet's cry, O my Lord, truly these are people who do not believe, but turn away from them and say peace, or soon shall they know. यहाँ पे हमारी सूरह ज़ुखरुफ ख़त्म हो गई है. इसमें छोटा सा हज़रत इब्राहीम अलैहिस्सलाम के वाक़ये का जिक्र आया, देन हज़रत मूसा अलैहिस्सलाम और फ़िरौन के वाक़ये का जिक्र आया कि भाई ये अल्लाह का नबी है, उसके बाद फरिश्ते क्यों नहीं आए, इसके पास गोल्ड के ज़ेवरात क्यों नहीं है, और इस तरह फ़िरौन ने अपने लोगों को गुमराह कर दिया, उनको बेवकूफ़ बना दिया. फिर बात आई जन्नत और जहन्नुम की. दोज़ख में किस किस्म का अज़ाब होगा और जन्नत में किस किस्म की चीज़ें होंगी कि गोल्ड ऑर्नामेंट्स होंगी, राउंड डिशेस होंगी, और उसमें जो हमारी आंखें देखना चाहेंगी वो मिलेगा, जो हम खाना चाहेंगे वो मिलेगा. मे अल्लाह मेक अस ऑल फ्रॉम द पीपल हु एंटर इनटू हेवन, एंड एंजल्स से पीस बी अनटू यू. थैंक यू. अस्सलाम वालेकुम.